Welcome back. You're watching the Dr. Nandi Show, and we're talking about natural remedies and their effect on healing the body. Now imagine you're a young adult in an unfamiliar place, thousands of miles away from family and friends, and then add in an autoimmune deficiency, and then you have the situation that our next guest faced. Please welcome Carly Stein of Beekeepers Naturals. Thank you, Carly, for coming all the way from LA.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Tell me what happened, your journey. I mean, you know, we just talked about your situation. What happened?
Yeah, so I had chronic tonsillitis, and I'm also autoimmune, and for me, I can't take antibiotics, and I react really negatively to most over-the-counter pharmaceuticals. So I was always looking for natural solutions, but I had a really hard time finding anything that was effective enough. And when I was in college doing a semester abroad, that's really when I found my solution.
And where were you abroad?
I was studying in Sweden, but I was in Italy at the time that I got sick. And I had really severe tonsillitis. I was going to have to come home because I had a hard time breathing. I was looking for anything to keep me out there, and I went into a pharmacy in Florence and was given this stuff called Propolis. I had no idea at the time that the bees did anything beyond honey, but I was desperate and willing to try it, so I tried this stuff, and for me it functioned in my body the way antibiotics do for regular people, but without the adverse reaction. So I finally found an immune booster and something to cure me without all of the side effects.
And you felt good right away?
No, it took about 5 days, so I was pretty ill. Now when I take it at the first signs of a sore throat or any sort of illness, or I use it pretty much daily as an immune booster. But at that time I was severely ill, so it took a few days, but I had my first full experience of recovery, and it was pretty remarkable. The interesting thing about Propolis, when I started digging into the research, we have a really long-standing medical history with it. So the first recorded human use of Propolis dates back to 300 BC.
Wow.
In the London Pharmacopoeia in the 17th century, it was listed as an official drug. So we've used this across cultures. You know, really before the advent of antibiotics, we were using it to heal, and in Europe, it's still a common remedy. So North America just hasn't really woken up
Catch
to
up yet. But hopefully you'll change that. And so you found this, and you said, I'm going to change my life. So you left Goldman Sachs, you know, very much more secure job, your financial stability, and became a beekeeper. So tell me about that. That's a big change.
It's a big, from banker to beekeeper. It's a pretty weird one.
Basically,
pretty much what happened was I had this great on paper job, but my heart was here. I had this incredible healing experience, and I started building these products in beekeeping, and I just really found my passion there. And as I was sharing these products, I started to have people reach out to me and, you know, with their own healing stories. And so at a certain point, I was like, you know what, this is working for a population beyond myself. There's incredible history here. There's some really strong research behind these products, and they're just not really available or known in North America. So I saw that opportunity, and I figured, may as well jump on that.
And so what's involved in that? People, I think most people know what a beekeeper, I think, is, you know, but tell us what that involves and pros and cons of doing this.
Yeah. So
obviously, pros is, you know, you get these amazing products, but what kinds of negative things can happen?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a huge risk going from something so secure to starting a company, especially such a unique alternative one. So in the early days when I made that decision, everyone thought I was crazy. People thought I was having a mental breakdown, because who leaves Goldman Sachs to start a bee product company?
Right.
But I knew that there's a lot of people struggling with chronic illness, with autoimmune conditions, with, you know, these sort of ailments, and there's just kind of a hole in the market. And then there's all of these different health benefits of the bee products beyond honey, and I really wanted to share them.
And you've got some products here. I'll tell you what she did is I always, you know, really get empowered by people like yourself who take something that brings them down. You had autoimmune conditions and health conditions. You said, I found something that's going to help me, and instead of being buried by that, you said, you don't want to help others. So what do you have here that you've all from bee products?
So, I mean, my favorite thing, just because this was my introduction to bee products, it's Propolis.
Yes.
Propolis itself is antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, and antimicrobial. So it's amazing as an immune booster and great for recovery.
And this is bee chill, so it's raw honey and hemp.
Yeah, so that's for rest, relaxation. I like to take that before bed, or I took it before the show because I was nervous. And so what that is, it's our raw, sustainably sourced honey with organic hemp oil.
Awesome.
No THC, just CBD. And then we have some brain shots here. These guys are amazing for focus, memory, concentration. They come in little shots like this, and you can just drink a vial a day or do half a vial if that works for you. And this was originally formulated because my co-founder had a pretty serious concussion. So after he struggled with that, I put together a natural formula to help him rehabilitate his brain. And he had such amazing effects with it that we started testing it in a broader capacity. And it's really beneficial for sort of a boost in energy levels, if you're struggling with brain fog, or if you just want to take something to help to age in a graceful way.
Perfect. And here's the thing, not everything is going to work for anybody. We're not suggesting that you stop all your medications and then start taking products from bees. It could be an adjunct for some people. So you want to talk to your physician or your healthcare provider to let them know that you're doing this, so you don't want to take a risk. Thank you so much for coming out and showing us this whole world that most people have never heard of. And we have to take a break. Coming up, we'll talk to a holistic dermatologist about what you put on the outside of your body that can do major damage to what's going on inside. Please stay with us.